Hey guys. Let's clean this off. Let's clean this off. This some shit. Hold on. All right, here we go. What's going on, you guys? We are officially in retro season, and my ass has been under a rock. I don't even want to conversate. I don't even want to look at people. I just want to just be all by myself. So that's what I've been doing. I've been really, literally staying to myself. And I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm about to start the car up. I need some AC. I'm sitting in the parking lot. I came to make a delivery to somebody. And I figured I would just go ahead and record really quick. I'm waiting on traffic to die down. So I figured I would record a video for you guys real quick. And there's so much shit going on in the atmosphere right now. And I wanted to talk about all these retrogrades. And I know that you guys have been feeling it. We have a full moon happening Wednesday. We're about to go into a retrograde again tomorrow. We went to a retrograde Thursday, Friday. So let's break it down. Let's talk about what we have going on already, right? And then we'll talk about the new stuff. So we already have Jupiter in Scorpio retrograde, Capricorn and Saturn retrograding in Capricorn, Uranus retrograding in Taurus, and Pluto retrograding in Capricorn. Okay, so that's what we have going on right now. Those 4 retrogrades. All right, now I'm about to add 2 more retrogrades on. Neptune retrograde in Pisces, and Mars is going to be retrograding tomorrow, starting in Aquarius and then ending up in Capricorn. Okay, goodness, man, us Capricorns, we're getting our asses beat. All right, we're getting our asses beat. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today specifically is because Mars retrograde is a very short retrograde. It's only going to be a month long. But what I do want to talk about is this Neptune retrograde. So I'll probably do a separate video on Mars. But today we're going to do Neptune. And then I also need to do a full moon in Capricorn video as well. Oh my God. And then we have 2 lunar eclipses coming up. One is a partial. The next one is a full. The lunar eclipse starts on the 13th or the 11th of July. And then 2 weeks later, the lunar eclipse will be full. We will not be able to see it. We are not going to be able to see it, you guys. Hey, okay, so Lamar is in the house. So what's up, brother? All right, so let's get to it. Let's talk about this Neptune really quick. If you guys don't mind, I am going to roll up because I need to smoke, okay? So, Neptune retrograde in Pisces, okay? I briefly talked about this on the show, but let's dive a little bit deep. Hi, Malaysia. That's Malaysia. All right, so let's dive deep, okay? So, first of all, I'm sorry, but my skin is looking radiant as hell. Oh my God. Okay, anyway. So Neptune is a very interesting planet, all right? When I was doing my further research on Neptune is one of those very interesting portals. Neptune is it's the blue planet, okay? So we think blue, we think about water, we think about inspiration, we think about manifestation, we think about creativity, fluidity, we think about, romance, love, we think about infinite, right? Because waters are infinite. we think about enlightening, we think about washing away, we think about replenishing, we think about recharging. Like all these things I think about when I think about Neptune. Okay, Neptune is also named after Poseidon. Okay, Neptune, Poseidon. He's the brother of Zeus and some other god from the Greek shit. I don't read that Greek shit. But anyways, so that's what Neptune is. Okay, so you can know the energy. All right, so we're looking at Poseidon. Poseidon was god of the seas, god of the water. Okay, and if you look at Neptune, Neptune is a huge planet. One of those planets that do move kind of slow. And it is like one of the, I think, third or fourth largest planets. I don't believe in planets, but the third to fourth largest planet in the sky, okay? Or in the solar system, I should say. All right. So when we're looking at Neptune retrograding in Pisces, all right? So we have a water sign with a water element planet. All right. So that's number one. Okay. So what I would do if I were you is look at your birth chart and see where Neptune was when you were born. Okay. That's just a little bit of advice for this particular retrograde. All right. Now, Pisces. So Pisces, man, they are some weird people. Pisces are weird people like Geminis. They're very indecisive. When we look at the Pisces, we look at the fish, right? You have one fish going this way, the other fish going that way. So a lot of times I feel like Pisces are like very confused individuals. I feel like sometimes they have a lot of thoughts going on in their head and they're trying to get it processing, get it flowing. But sometimes it just doesn't happen the way they want it to. And I mean, I don't know a whole lot of Pisces in my life to like personally have like a take on Pisces, but that's just like the energy that I get from them, right? Okay. So now we're looking at Neptune retrograding in this particular sign. And now we're looking at like the veil, right? Our physical veil being lifted. Okay. I know for me, I just literally have been in deep ass thought. Like I'm so glad that Kennedy is with her father right now because it really gives me a time to clear shit out. I literally feel like I'm clearing shit out. Things have been very hazy for me. I feel like I've been like floating. I feel like I've been like trying to like figure things out, become more aware and enlightened. And this is not, for me, this is not on a spiritual level. This is more on like an emotional level. This is more on like a creativity, a more inspirational level. Okay. Yes, it is spiritual, but with spirit comes physicality because we are spiritual beings living a human existence, right? So we have to be physical. We have to exist within the physical plane because that's just where we are, right? So this brings me to this thought of like, literally, when I think about Neptune retrograde, I think about secrets. I think about like things that we have buried for so long in our subconscious that we were never able to like express, or we were never able to say or tell someone. Like I feel like there's gonna be like some big news, like almost like a it's like a building crashing down. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and the building crashing down, and I don't mean this like in a bad way, like the building crashing down in order to be able to see things for what they are, right? We always talking about being enlightened and waking up and having the veil come off of us, right? But that's the spiritual veil. Now that's also like on a generalized plane. But now we're looking at our individual personal lives. Now we are looking at our individualized situations, right? So as you go about the next 6 months, because retrograde for Neptune is happening now until November, there's going to be a lot of introspect. There's going to be a lot of, or I should say retrospect. There's going to be a lot of retrospect and introspect as well. There's going to be a lot of like deep soul searching in these moments, especially when we have this full moon in Capricorn that's about to happen. We also then have Mars going into retrograde tomorrow from Aquarius to Capricorn. And then we have these eclipses coming up. Y'all, it's like energetically, some of us are going to explode. Okay, some of us are not going to be able to handle all the intense energies that are happening in the atmosphere right now. As above, so below, as within, so without. So you guys got to remember, like, everything that's happening, you know, on a solar level is also happening within our bodies, within our solar bodies. Okay, so please don't give in to the deep emotions that are happening with retrograde. Please don't take the pill. Don't take the sugar pill, the placebo pill, right? If you're on the up and up, stay on the up and up. If you're not doing well, then now it's time to come out of the mud onto dry land, okay? Don't like make your situation worse because you're giving into what people are telling you during retrograde, right? And I had to realize that for myself. I'm like, okay, we go through like all this retrograde and we're like, oh my God, retrograde. But we're really not taking into an account like retrogrades is it's just sometimes like the universe just wanting us to slow down and just really look at the things that we have been doing in our lives, to reassess, to make sure that they are in line with our highest good, make sure that they are in line with our passions, make sure that we are aligning ourselves with our true purpose in life. Okay. I know for me over the past week, I know today I saw 1111, 111, 1111. I've been seeing like double numbers 2020, like 455, 1717. I've been seeing a lot of double numbers. Synchronicities have been increasing. I've been seeing a lot of 9s and 5s. So I know that there's about to be a change, good changes in the fact of like something is ending and something else is about to start, and there's about to be positive changes in my life. So these are the messages that I've been personally getting, which just means that I just need to continue to dig deeper and do the work, continue to do the shadow work, continue to figure out why I do the things that I do and change them, not just say, oh, that's just the way I am, that's just who I am, and I'm just going to leave it like that. Like, no, we always should be trying to better ourselves and become a greater version than what we were 10 minutes ago. Like, I don't want to be the same Shalom I was, you know, on my way over here to the mall. Like, I want to be a different Shalom when I'm leaving this mall. You see what I'm saying? So we need to always strive to just become greater beings. Okay. Hello, Dancing Dutters 15. Hey, Jamie. Jamie says she's a Sag and her man is a Pisces. Okay. All right. I like that. I like that energy right there. How does that working out though? I would love to know, because Sag is a fire sign and Pisces is a water. I always feel like the water puts out the fire. Anyways, so yeah, definitely research this Neptune retrograde for yourself so that you can get a deeper understanding and overstanding of what the concept is of the entire retrograde. Again, it's really about like facing our fears, facing things that we've been burying for so long. Like for example, if you have been like putting off a particular financial situation, let's just say like, I don't know, something about whatever about money. Maybe you've been putting off a bill that you know you need to pay, and all of a sudden now you're like raking up interest fees and all these things. Okay. Even though we hate the matrix, like Neptune retrograde is going to put you in the mind frame of, okay, why did I do this? Now I feel guilty. Now I feel bad. Now I feel sad. Now I feel angry. Okay, I need to take care of this bill. I need to stop playing with my life. I need to get my shit together. What the hell is going on? It's about to be July. What the fuck? It's about to be the end of the year. Like, I need to get my shit together. Like, that's Neptune energy. It just literally you just sit there and you're like, oh my God, this, oh my God, that. I need to do this. I need to do that. Why did I do this? Why did I do that? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? How did I do this? How did I do that? How did I get in this situation? How do I get out of this situation? Like, literally, that is Neptune energy, okay? It will drive you nuts is all I can say. But at the same time, it'll bring you to a much more enlightened state once everything is said and done, okay? It's going to bring you to a state of more awareness of what's going on currently in your physical life as well as your spiritual. But for me, I get more physicality with Neptune energy, okay? So I hope that you guys won't think too deep into this retrograde. It is definitely going to be, again, a great opportunity for a lot of us to handle a lot of things that we have been putting off for so long that we know we need to handle, but we just haven't been handling because we've been bullshitting with our lives. Me being one of them. I put off a lot of shit that I need to take care of, but you know, in divine timing, it is what it is. But I'm going to do a separate video. It probably won't be a live, but it will be a separate video on the Mars retrograde, okay? Then I will also do Capricorn. And since full moon is literally Wednesday, I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to do this video tomorrow. So it is what it is. What I did want to do though is I did want to, oh my God. I did want to pull some cards, but I don't think that I have my tarot cards with me. Hold on. I do. Okay, so let me do that real quick. I was going to roll up, but I'll just wait. But I do want to pull some cards for the energy of Neptune tarot. I'm not going to open up my tarot circle. I'm just going to read intuitively. And we're going to get off of here because I got moves to make. And just so you guys know, for this week only, I am doing retrograde readings on special. So 2 cards is 1111. 3 cards is 2222, something like that. 4 cards is 3333. Shit, I don't remember. It's the 28th, my love. But you know, full moon starts the day before and it ends the day after the actual full moon. So you can catch the energies tonight. You can catch the energies tonight, tomorrow night, of course, full moon night. And then the last night would then be, no, not the 28th. No, the 28th is Thursday. The 20th is Thursday, so it will end Thursday. And I mean, pretty much you can, you can catch full moon energy all week. Honestly, the moon, oh my God, was so beautiful last night. Jeez, man. Oh my gosh. Like, wow. She was gorgeous last night. And she's had that ring around her too. So yeah, I mean, it again, it all resonates with your spirit. But if you want to catch that true full moon energy, then I would definitely again do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. What's up, Goddess Oshun? FYI, I loved your comment from yesterday on my immigration shenanigans video. I appreciate that. I knew that I would shake some people up, but that shit is just real. Like, it's absolutely real. Anywho, so tarot. I want to get a reading on the energies of Neptune retrograde happening now until November the 27th. And we just want to get 2 cards that are going to give us the overall energy again for Neptune retrograde 2018. We are going to get some cards here to read the energy of Neptune retrograde. But yeah, I will post for you guys the specials that I'm doing for retrograde. If you are interested in getting a tarot card reading for Neptune and Mars retrograde, I will post it in the link in the description box below once I upload this video. All right. So let's get started. All right. This damn card just wanted to come out. This card just wanted to come out because it was on the bottom twice. It just wanted to come out. All right, so let's get started. This is Neptune energy retrograde 2018. We have first the Knight of Cups card, which is all about those water signs. All right. We got Aquarius and Pisces energy. So we know that this is definitely for Neptune retrograde, since Neptune is retrograding in Pisces. All right. And then we also have the card of my cards, the Capricorn card, the Devil card, in reverse. Okay, in reverse. So let's get started. Wow. So all I hear right now is, in my head right now, is romanticism. A lot of us are romanticizing our lives, right? A lot of us are not coming into terms with our true reality. And I feel like a lot of it comes from becoming spiritual. We're awakening, and, we're stepping into our spiritual practices and our spiritual lives. And we don't take into account that this is still real life. And we still have to deal with the bullshit of the matrix. So a lot of times we will use, it's almost like a person who is an alcoholic and they stop drinking alcohol, but then they start smoking cigarettes to cope with the addiction. Like, it's almost like that. Like, it's kind of like we're using spirituality as a way to mask our lives and not actually face our shit. And now it's time to start facing your shit, right? It is time to stop being so angry and stop feeling so resented by the world. Stop feeling so angered by the fact that we've been lied to all of our lives, right? Half of our lives. It's time for us to get over it, okay? And I have that with the Devil card in reverse. It's time for us to get over it. It's time for us to reground ourselves, right? It's time for us to really open our eyes and use what we've now learned to help us propel us forward, okay? So, for example, if you've been thinking about starting a spiritual-based practice, I would say not to do it until after Mars retrograde, okay? Because we're about to go into a period of not having motivation at all. But what I will say is that now is the time to start building your foundation stage, right? Now is the time to really start building up your clientele, building up your name, building up your skills, building up your connection to spirit. Okay, that is what we need to be doing now. We need to stop romanticizing spirituality, and we actually need to step into this real ass shit, right? Because yes, spirituality is about the crystals and the sage and the smoke and the tarot and this and that, but it's also about research. It's also about looking up data, right? It's also about practicing your craft, right? It's also about going out here and doing the work. It's also about giving testimonies to other people, getting out here and actually making shit happen for your lives. Now it's time to take the lessons that we learned of manifestation and creating our own reality and actually doing it, instead of sitting here and continuing to be angry and pissed off and upset that we've been lied to all of our lives. We know that these motherfuckers been lying to us, okay? So now we got to take that anger energy and we've got to transpose it into creative energy, into romanticizing on a different plane, not with the veil over our eyes, but with the veil off of our eyes, right? So now it's time to just take the veil off completely and just say fuck it. Just say fuck it. And when you say fuck it, like, it's not fuck it like forget this, like I no longer want to keep going. It's fuck it, okay, I'm about to make shit happen. Like that's legit what it's about. It's about really making things happen and actually sticking to the plan, okay? Now, with all this being said, we're going to go into a month phase of the retrograde of Mars, okay? Mars is a fire sign, or fire planet, I should say. It's retrograding, starting in Aquarius and then Capricorn. A lot of y'all are not going to be motivated whatsoever. A lot of y'all are not going to be in a creative mode, which is fine. But the message of Neptune retrograde is that now that you've harnessed that thought in your mind, You take the time to sit on it during Mars retrograde. You take the time to just like refocus and detach yourself away from the bullshit. And then once Mars retrograde is over, then things will start picking back up for you, and you can really start implementing the things that you have been just sitting around and thinking about. Okay, so journaling is going to be a great thing to do right now. Really putting your thoughts on paper so that you could actually remember that shit, because once you put it on paper, right, that's when things start to get real. Okay, that's when things start to get real. So that is going to be my message for you guys, is that we gotta like literally take off the veil, and stop just being so like in a fantasy world about spirituality. Now it's time to actually use our spirituality and do the groundwork. Okay, do the groundwork. Goddess Oshun says she's that's how she's been feeling. Fuck it, get out of here and make my reality. Yes, and that's how I've been feeling. I've been feeling the same way as you, Oshun. Like I'm about to be out here taking risks of a lifetime and just really putting myself out there. I think that a lot of us fear putting ourselves out there for the fear of reject, or for the fear of how people are going to feel about us or see us, because we are spiritual beings, because, we are talking a different talk than most people out here. And I mean, it happens to me a lot. Just yesterday, I went to the barbershop to go get my sides cut. And my barber, he always, is asking me about my spirituality, and I never hold my tongue at all. I told him straight up, I was like, no, I don't believe in that Jesus bullshit. No, I don't believe in that devil bullshit. And he was asking me, well, what about miracles? Have you ever had a near death experience? And I told him, I said, listen, my love, okay, everything happens for the reason of consequences. Okay, everything happens as a cause and effect. That is the law of the land. That's the law of the universe, the law of polarity. You do something, something will happen. Okay, if you put your middle finger up, someone might cuss at you because you said fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you drive too fast down the highway, you have a possibility of hitting someone if someone slams on their brakes, or you have the possibility of losing control on the highway. If you drink, you get drunk. If you smoke, you get high. If you drink, you're replenished. If you eat, you're full. Like, there's always a cause and effect to something, right? So do I believe in near-death experiences? In a sense, yes. In a sense, I do. I do believe that there are angels out here that are keeping us safe, that are keeping us away from death, because it may not be our time yet. We have circumstances that happen in the matrix that will sometimes fuck up what we have going on for our lives. But do I believe that it was Jesus that saved us in that moment? Nah, bruh. No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? So he's the type of person where he's just like, he don't want to hear that shit, which is cool. He don't want to hear it. Okay, perfect. But you asked me the question, so I'm going to tell you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just being more fearless and more bold with my beliefs and how I feel about certain situations. I may not go into depth about like my magic and about like the spells and the rituals that I do, because like that can sometimes go on the deep end for some people. But do I work with crystals? Yes. Do I do tarot? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe in religion? No. Do I go to church? No. You know what I mean? So do I celebrate holidays? No. So yes, those are things that I feel like I can say and that I can put out there. But again, like sometimes you got to be real, real careful about things that you say around certain people, because you just have to be. You just got to be careful. So you just do. Ashe 444. You must be on another time zone, because it's 5:44 here. So what, you must be Western or Middle East? What? Not Middle East. What is that shit? Midwest? Shit, I don't know. Central time, god damn it. Some shit. Anyways, but that's my message for you guys today. I hope that someone received the message, and I hope that it resonated with somebody. I just wanted to come in and pop in and say hey to you guys. I know that y'all miss me. I'll be back eventually. I'm just doing me right now, and it shows. My skin is looking bomb. I'm feeling amazing. I've been smoking weed left and right. I've been chilling. I've been doing me. Like, literally, I'm just living my life right now. I'm living my best life, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed at all. So That's it, y'all. Do y'all have any questions? Does anybody want to know anything? Yes, Central, Lamar, yes. Hey, Gina Boo. Hey, Mama. Does anyone have any questions, any comments, any concerns about Neptune? This is Neptune retrograde. Neptune. I would definitely research it for yourself. There's way more information out there than what I gave you guys. But I just wanted to give you just a quick reading and a quick little overall rundown of the Neptune retrograde. And just so we know, we had the Knight of Cups upright, which is the overall energy for Neptune. And this is just something that we need to be focusing on, which is the Devil card in reverse. And I keep looking at this star right here. And Spirit is telling me right now we need to start tapping into the elements. So for those that get what I'm saying, we need to start tapping into, I hear divine feminine elements. That's what I hear right now. And I know that Mars retrograde, a lot of it is like masculine energy. So a lot of us are going to feel overly masculine. So it's just saying tap into the elements of spirit, air, fire, earth, all that good stuff, but also tap into the energies of the divine feminine. All right. That is going to help you get through this emotional time. Hell no, what? Oh my God. I can't with y'all today. Okay, so I'm gonna go. There was no orbs flying around my head today. Like in my video the other day, I had orbs flying around my head for whatever reason. Tends to happen all the time, but no orbs today. So my spirit team must be chilling.